Welcome to Chinese New Year 2024, the Year of the Dragon. And today we'll be doing some wine pairings. I'm Trent.
And I'm Jason, and we're two guys on an unfiltered and unapologetically unprofessional wine journey. And our slogan here is drink more, try more, learn more. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And so Chinese New Year, another year's gone by. And I thought for my thoughts of the week, I wanted to share a new, so popular game. It's called Match Your Wine to Your Chinese Zodiac Sign. Have you ever heard of that?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, because not many people play it. But I want to introduce it. And I was inspired from our good friends at Umamu Estate and Vine Pair as well. They've got some information on this. And the concept is pretty simple.
Yeah.
For those that are out there, then there's Chinese zodiac signs that kind of have particular traits.
Yeah.
And let's try and match that to some wines.
Okay.
So I had an artist draw these Chinese, very famous artist from Blacktown, Chinese zodiac signs. I might show an example here. If anyone can work out what that is, it's a dragon.
Oh, okay.
Because it's Year of the Dragon. But I've also got 4 of those. So we've got a dog, rat, and a rooster as well.
Yeah.
And then I also had the artist do some signs for wine. So we had the artist do some 4 bottles of wine to kind of illustrate or name what they are. Okay. And the name of the game is Match the Zodiac Sign to the wine. So we've got Champagne, we've got Pinot Noir, we've got Shiraz and Cab Sav. Very famous and popular ones. And so Trent, I want you to make the match.
Oh, okay. Is that right or wrong? Or
there is. Because I say if it's right or wrong.
Wrong. Okay.
So let me start off with the rat. And so I'll show the rat on the screen there. The rat is ambitious, charming, and talkative. Which wine best matches the rat?
I'm going to go for Champagne.
Champagne showers and the rat. All right, let's put that aside. Let's see if you're right. Oh, this is exciting.
Do I win a prize?
Yeah. You get to keep these artist paintings. They're fantastic. The next one we have is a rooster. And so the rooster is typically boastful, self-involved, and adventurous. Which wine matches that description? Trent's thinking. He's not sure.
Shiraz?
Ooh, interesting choice. Okay, so we're matching the rooster with the Shiraz.
Yeah.
And then the next one is the dog. And the dog is, it's actually from my year. I'm a dog apparently, 1982. And so the dog is helpful, honest, and trustworthy. We've got the Pinot and the Cab. He's going with the Cab, all right. Interesting choice. And then lastly, the Dragon. It's the Year of the Dragon, 2024.
Which is,
And so they're egocentric, intelligent, and outspoken. And you've only got one there, so that's probably the Pinot. Right. Well done. Was that stressful? Were you?
No, because it's a bit of fun.
Yeah. And let's see if you got it right while I confer and just check the results on my online computer. That's good. Can you extend the sound, please? Because I need more thinking. Rooster? Rooster, you said Shiraz.
Yes.
Tick. Dog, you said the Cabernet Sauvignon. Tick. Wow. Have you played this game before?
No, I haven't.
You're good. We're going with the rat. The rat is ambitious and the rat is champagne. Tick. Which means you got it all correct. The Dragon, egocentric, intelligent, and outspoken Pinot Noir. Well done.
Have you played this game before?
Congratulations. No.
What's the prize?
The prize is you get to keep all of these handmade drawings. They're going to last a lifetime.
Who's the artist, can I ask?
The person, he's called J. Rowe.
J. Rowe.
I've heard of him.
J. Rogan? Is that what it is?
It could be. But that's the game. Match
Also,
that wine with your
fantastic.
Chinese Zodiac Sign. And one thing I did want to
That
ask.
rhymes as well.
Yeah, it's very catchy.
Yeah.
What's your Zodiac sign, Trent?
My zodiac sign is a rooster.
So you're the rooster, and the rooster is boastful, self-involved, adventurous. Yeah, totally. And your personality is a Shiraz. I think the Chinese Zodiac's probably got that wrong. I don't think that's you. What do you think?
I don't know. I prefer a bit more of a blend, maybe.
You're a blended kind of guy. Yeah. Probably the rat, is it?
Yeah.
That's not what it is. So a bit of fun there. I hope that exposes everyone to the China Zodiacs.
Yeah.
Don't forget to play it at your house. It's all the rage. Give it a crack.
Yeah, where can we purchase this game from?
jro.com. You can get it from there. It's a great site.
Good stuff. A lot of effort, man.
A lot of effort there. Good work, Jro. And so your thoughts of the week. What have you been thinking about?
So the thought of the week for this week is around balancing family with wine hobby. We recently did a destination recording, and again the same theme came through. You know, with young kids and young family, with the wife. How do you balance the wine hobby with the family?
Yes.
So I guess the why first. You know, why you have to kind of put aside some time for the hobby outside of work, family matters, etc. like that. So it's just that we always tell people that, you know, you got to follow your heart, you know, follow your dreams, follow your passions. So the term is, you know, you do as you do, not do as we say. So the kids that kind of look at us go, okay, that's cool. Dad's following his passion in terms of what he wants to do, rather than repressing, you know, what he wants to do, but doing other things.
Yeah.
So that's a way of kind of setting an example for, I guess, the younger generations. Like, if you want to do it, go do it and share that passion in doing it.
Agreed.
Which is a really good point to make. In terms of how you do it, I guess it's down to two things: prioritizing, scheduling time around, you know, regular sessions. Like we're doing that at the moment. And think about, you know, everything else. You know, with gym, you schedule like a regular time. How you do it, you go through a routine. It's planned. You know when it's going to be, and then you go for it and just do it.
Yep.
So you just have to carve out that time. If it's important enough for you, then make the time to try and go through that planning and make sure that you have that kind of regular time for yourself, because it does show, again, onto your kids, onto your family, that, you know, you do want to kind of share that passion going forward. Bonus tips that I wanted to include as well is just to get your family and kids involved as well. You know, one thing that I've been doing with my eldest kid is to kind of let him smell the wine, let him look at the wine, get his thoughts on what he's picking up. Yes. And funnily enough, he's getting really, really good at it. So he starts to go, oh, this one smells a bit like paint, or this smells like petrol, or this smells like cardboard. It's picking up those different scents, which is really good.
That's great.
So get them involved. And also get to, you know, I try and find wineries that are also kid-friendly as well. So a bit of fun, bit of wine, and kind of share that passion in what we do. And just trying to find areas where you can kind of get them involved where you can. You know, with this podcast, try and get them involved sometimes in part of the planning, what you're thinking. And now I know for my youngest kid, he'll speak randomly to teachers and go, hey, you know, my dad does a podcast for the wind up.
Yeah. Same thing with my kids, right?
So yeah, get them involved and share that passion. And that's my thought of the week.
It's a great thought of the week. And the kids are, I think it's really important to show them an example of how you can follow your passion. And for my parents, maybe your parents as well, you know, financial constraints at their time didn't allow them to do that. Yeah. And so they kind of just followed down that corporate route. Yeah. But, you know, we were interviewing someone recently where talking about the passion really shows. Yeah. And ultimately you're going to succeed if you keep following that. Yeah. My daughters are all smelling the wine, but my youngest one is great because every single wine that she smells, she goes lemon. It's like a red wine. She's like, yeah, lemon. It's fantastic.
Oh, great. Smells like grape. Yeah, cool. But what have you been drinking, Jace?
So I've had another visit to Canberra, and so I'll probably talk about quite a few Canberra wines. I've got family over and trying to show them around the sites of New South Wales, Canberra. You have to visit Parliament House. Yeah. But it was a good opportunity to try some more wines there. And we went to... It's actually quite hard to go to a winery while you're playing a tour guide and so forth. So I had to take the next best option, which was to visit a bar and take them to a bar.
Wine bar.
That's right. my family visiting over, they're about 60. My folks are encroaching on 80.
Yeah.
And I said to them, you know what? I need a coffee. It's been a long day. Let's go to this place by Lake Burley Griffith.
Yeah.
And really in the back of my mind, they had some wine and I wanted to try it.
Yeah.
So we went to a place called Margot Wine Bar, and I was able to try a wine from Ravensworth. And one of our producers said, give that a crack if you can.
Yeah.
So I was very keen to try it. It was a 2022 Barbera and Nebbiolo. Barbera and Nebbiolo. Yeah. And it was beautiful. It was bright. It was fresh. It had fresh fruits. It had an interesting scent of black tea, which I've never had before, but that was also quite unique, and beautiful tannins from the Nebbiolo. So a 7 out of 10. I'm keen to try more of the Ravensworth. And I have to say, it's probably the most... It's my favorite wine label. It had some really artistic. It was almost as good as J-Ro.
Yeah.
Really artistic designs on there.
Yeah.
So if anyone gets a chance to check that out, check out the wine labels from there as well.
Got to try it one day. Thanks for that. Okay, so on to this week's episode. As we mentioned, it's around Chinese New Year. Okay, so just want to talk a bit about Chinese New Year. Then we're going to some pairings with this delicious platter in front of us, and we'll talk to that a bit later. So Chinese New Year, what is it? It's arrival of spring. It's the beginning of the new lunar calendar year. Currently in the year of the rabbit, we're going to the year of the dragon. A lot of it's about kind of removing the bad and the old, cleaning the past, and then looking forward towards the future. And the other element to it as well, especially around Chinese culture, is around that kind of family reunion as well, get back together and kind of share thoughts. A lot of eating as well, and the red packets. So the prep. So how do we prepare for Chinese New Year? A lot is about cleaning the houses, getting rid of all the dirt, vacuuming the house, cleaning all your clothes, and making sure everything's spick and span for the new year. You want to start the new year with a new start and everything ready to go. So that's one thing. The other one is you put up the red signage, so the lanterns, the red signs around saying, good luck for the new year, joyous, prosperous, etc. And then the other one's around new clothes as well. So again, you're starting the new year, and you want to go in there wearing new clothes. So you normally tend to go buy shopping, and new shoes, new pants, new shirts, everything like that ready to go.
I didn't know that one. I keep wearing the same clothes. Okay.
Yeah. So on the evening, to kick it off, normally there's firecrackers to kind of bring in the new year. Some people might go to the temple. Once that happens, you go into a 15-day celebration. And the reason why they do 15 days is that's the next cycle for the next full moon. Okay. Right. So some of the things you would do is you go to the relatives' houses, and you normally bring like an offering, wishing them Happy New Year, health and prosperity, wealth for the new year, good luck with your studies, etc., like that. And in return, you get a red packet, which is normally filled with loads of cash that you kind of collect.
Yeah.
And then the parents will spend on behalf of the kids.
Certainly what my wife does. She collects, they're all excited, she takes it, and we spend it on groceries. It's great.
The other cool thing that you'll see around Chinese New Year as well is the line dancing as well. So line dancing, bringing the good fortune. You see them going down the streets of Chinatown, going and get the cabbage, again, getting that red packet filled with wads of cash to kind of bring together as well, and wishing them good fortune for the new year.
What's the cabbage all about? I have seen that. What does that represent?
I think it's prosperity.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's it. And then, again, big part of it's about eating. And with everything that we eat within Chinese New Year, since it had this kind of underlying meaning based on it, you say it one way, but also might have a different meaning, like a homonym in what we say. So example of that one is New Year's cake, which is called Lin Gou. And then it actually means like year up. So like good year ahead. And the other one that we have in front of it is called Lo Hei, which means that you're tossing up, again, like good stuff for the new year as well. So everything will have a different kind of underlying meaning in the foods that we eat. So for today, we've got Lo Hei. So just to give you a bit of background about what it is, it was brought to Singapore in the late 19th century by the Cantonese and the Chiujiao migrants from China. Again, it means tossing up good fortune. And generally when you start tossing up, you talk about auspicious phrases as you kind of toss it up. So you might go, wealth and prosperity.
Listen to the wind up.
Listen to the wind up. More subscribers. etc. So we might do that later on when we do it. And then the higher toss, the better prospects on the fortune in the year ahead. So the higher toss, the better it is.
So dangerous. Okay.
And then again, everything has an underlying meaning. Like the carrots here will represent good luck. The white radish will represent good job fortunes in the coming year. The raw fish represents abundance and prosperity. Pomelo represents luck. Crushed peanuts is a sign that your home will be filled with many valuable possessions. Sesame seeds represent the hope that your business will flourish. The golden crackers represent wealth. The plum sauce that we're going to put on binds the salad together to show stronger ties between family and friends. And lastly, pepper and cinnamon powder also signify wealth. So you see, everything has a certain meaning to it in terms of what's been put together for the new year.
Right. And my mother-in-law always makes me eat a sea cucumber. Is that something that you typically eat during that time?
You can, but I often think of a sea cucumber as a sea slug. I mean, I think of slugs I don't think it's something that I like to eat.
If anyone's ever had this before, every year we have it, and I just put a smile on my face while I gulp it down because it is disgusting. And have a look at it.
Yeah, my wife actually thought the sea cucumber was like a cucumber that's grown from the sea. Until I showed a photo of
what it actually is.
What it actually looked like.
Yeah.
And then she started to spit it back out. I wasn't eating it.
Yeah.
So that was a revelation after about 40 years. I go, it's not actually a sea cucumber, it's actually a sea slug.
Yes, it's chewy. Anyway, I just wanted to bring that up. Thank you, my mother-in-law. I really enjoy it. Thanks.
So today we're going to try and wine pair to the Lo Hei. Have you had this before, Jason?
I have had a Lo Hei. Is that how you pronounce
or
it?
Or Yusang is the other one.
Yusa. But what's in this sauce? I don't recall the sauce.
It's a plum sauce mixed with 5-spice powder, white pepper, and sesame oil. And I think that's about it. And a bit of hoisin sauce.
It is sticky. Okay.
It will bind us together.
I do love the color of this, like all the colors of the rainbow. It looks fresh.
It looks celebratory.
Yes, that's a good one.
And this is something that I do as well.
Oh, the Sesame Bay. That's what you are. Well done.
Cool. So shall we do this? And we're going to try and do some pairings on the wines we had today.
Yeah. So we're going to do a toss, right? And then say some.
Good at that.
Some good. I'm great at tossing. Let's and then say some special words here. Okay. All right. So
more subscribers.
More times with Trent. Oh, there's one that's fell down.
More wines from wine producers to let us review.
Drinking more, trying more,
learning more.
That's right. Time with the family, kids enjoying this.
Yeah.
All right.
Family letting us drink more money so we can buy more.
We need a bit of that. A wine fridge, please.
Wine fridge. More glassware.
Right. And when do you stop? You just keep on going non-stop?
Until it's all kind of mixed together.
Okay.
So.
And this thing's dropped off here.
That's all right. Okay, cool. So let's do it.
And thanks for putting this together, by the way.
That's all right.
Apart from being a wine enthusiast, you've also got a side gig as a chef. Well done. It looks delicious.
I'm a rooster with many talents.
Thank you.
Okay, so tough one. So we tried to do a wine pairing on this dish today. Again, it has a bit of citrus from the pomelo. It's got the seafood as well from the kingfish and the salmon with the fattiness there. It's got the sweetness of the plum sauce. So what do I go with? I went for a grower's champagne. Okay, and then
let me hold this up while you talk to it.
Okay. And the reason why I wanted to grow champagne is because I've been hearing about grower champagne. So obviously for the big houses, the Moet Chandons, the Veuclios, which other ones are there? Runarts, etc. They will tend to go to the wine growers. They get the grapes and then they'll make the wine. Whereas, and the wine growers, all the grape growers do is purely just grow the grapes for the big wine houses, then create the champagnes. So the growers are now trying to do their own thing and trying to create their own wine, own champagne as well, using the grapes that they've been using. So I was trying to look at it because it should show good value at a good price, but still using the methods around making champagne, still from Reims in the Champagne region. So the one that I had today is the Champagne Castelnau Reserve. It's a cooperative in Champagne on behalf of about 700 wine growers. So they bring it all together and then they create this wine. And I thought that the champagne and the seafood and everything will kind of hit notes. They kind of come together.
What a great concept, like taking away the costs of those big houses and doing that winemaking and just taking it straight from those that are producing it. I'm so interested to try this.
Cool.
All right.
How do we do it? Do we have the wine first? And then...
I think let's have the wine first and then we'll get into the food and see the pairing.
Okay.
But if we can see that on screen, it looks like champagne. It's got some bubbles. Nice straw color to it as Trent gives it a smell.
That kind of bready, toasty, brioche funkiness to it, yeah.
And in comparison to, we had a Moe probably 6 or 7 months ago, and it's not as strong as that. The fruit for this really stands out in my mind as opposed to the alcohol. And give it a taste. Trent's going to give it a taste while I smell.
Wow. It's got a lot of different layers of flavors coming through.
Yeah.
Has that kind of bready, yeasty, because on the lees for a while in terms of champagne. But still has that bright acidity coming through. And the fruit is very pronounced as well.
The fruit stands out a lot more. You know what the key difference I'm seeing is actually the bubbles. The bubbles are less present in here, and I don't mind that. But it's really the different flavors from the fruit and the brioche that are coming through. That's really nice. And so
it's very delicious, right?
How much was this again?
I think about $50 odd, between $50 and $60.
And in comparison to a Moe,
$100, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So 50% off. Wow, what a great option.
Yeah. So again, there's a lot of kind of those big bargains outside of the big wine houses.
Yes.
To explore, ask your local bottle shop. I want to try some grower champagne, and you might find a nice surprise out of that.
Well done. All right, let's try it with the Lo Hei. And so there is a lot of different flavors and textures and colors here.
It's like a flavor sensation again, right?
Yeah, I'm imagining that. The stickiness of that plum sauce, the cabbage, and the raw fish. Okay. What kind of flavors are you getting out of this as you try that? And let me give it a taste.
Like it. Works. The brightness of the champagne comes through and just cleans that palate. That really works well with the plum sauce, the sweetness. And fish, I think it maybe helps that it's a brut, so a bit more on the dry side, but it still balances quite well with the sweetness of the plum sauce and the creaminess of the salmon and the pomelo coming through as well. It kind of really helps each other. Yeah,
I agree. The first flavors that I was getting out of that is that sauce actually.
Yeah.
It's not, it looked thick, but actually on it, it's got a nice coating, but it's that sweetness and the plum sauce that comes through. And that really covers everything. Because if we think about the rest of the flavors on this, there's not much flavor in the cabbage or in the carrot or in the salmon. It's all quite subtle. Maybe the grapefruit has a bit, and I should have had a bit of that. But what the champagne does is cut through all of that with its dryness, and it does work.
That's delicious.
Okay.
Corkscrew?
Corkscrews in regards to that. I would give that 8 out of 10 corkscrews. I think it just balances it out right. There's a lot of flavor and sweetness coming through. The champagne cuts that through.
Yeah, 8 out of 10 as well. I think Lo Hei, obviously, celebration again. And then we have the champagne. There's also for celebrations as well. So I think it just goes matching hand in hand.
Good combo. All right.
Delicious. Okay.
Well done.
What's next?
And so I'm a bit worried because when I was thinking about this, I was only focusing on the raw fish because that's what I imagined. I didn't realize or I didn't remember the sauce as being such a key component. So I was looking for something to pair with the sashimi, and I chose a Gruner Veltliner with the thought that the citrus and the peppery notes, and it's not a very overpowering wine, would match with all of this. So as I hold this to the screen, I chose an Aussie Gruner Veltliner Hanhdorf Hill, and it's from Adelaide Hills, 2022 Gru, and Trent picked this up for me at the Summerhill Wine Shop.
Yeah.
And we got it for about $26. And Hanhdorf Hill, this Gruner Veltliner was voted as one of the best in the world outside of Austria. Wow. And so that's why I wanted to give it a crack. The other reason was, apart from Lark Hill in Canberra, it was one of the original wineries in Australia to plant and commercially sell a Gruner Veltliner. So I thought there'd be a fair bit of history in it.
Hey, let's see.
Let's try it on its own.
On the colour, it looks a bit more heavier, definitely than my champagne.
Yes. Slight green colours coming through as well on the nose.
Definitely can smell the acid coming through. I don't know, is it like kind of green apples? Yeah, green apple.
Slightly stewed apple. And then to taste. So Trent's given it a taste.
It's nice. Refreshing, bright fruits.
A bit of grapefruit coming through.
Yeah. But I do think it's kind of more green apple than stewed apples.
But overall, I like that. I think, and I'm trying to think back to the other. I haven't had too many Gruner Veltliner, to be honest.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to hark back to that. But it is delicious, beautiful citrus notes coming through that, and a nice weight on the palate.
Yeah, I get what you mean by it'll go well with the fish, but let's see how it goes with everything else.
That's what I'm worried about, the plum sauce. So let's see how it goes as a pairing. As we try and tuck into... I want a bit of that grapefruit, actually, to see how that goes with the fish and the salmon as Trent tucks into it and has the wine. Talk through. What do you taste?
It feels like, just the initial one, it kind of like, it felt a bit too big. I don't know. It felt a bit too big for the brightness of the salad. It kind of like went and kind of knocked the flavor out. The very first
second it's in your mouth, because the thing is, the Lo Hei with that plum sauce is already quite a strong flavor. And then the fruit flavor from the Gruner Veltliner is actually also quite strong. I thought it'd be a lot more subtle. And so they're fighting each other.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because I had the Lo Hei flavor, and then I drank the wine. It just kind of like pushed it aside, going, "Hey,
yes,
I'm wine.
I'm more important right now."
I'm more important. So it doesn't really harmonize, but each by itself, we had it before we had the Lo Hei, and it was really good. So I don't know. The wine itself is 7 out of 10, but then the pairing, I think, I don't know, 6 out of 10. Like it's not disastrous, but maybe 5 out of 10, 5 out of 10.
I'm thinking 5. I agree. I think the wine on its own is good, and I'd give it a 7 as well. I'm really enjoying it, and I'm keen to try more Gruner, but the two flavors are just fighting each other a bit too much.
Yeah,
I think we need something a bit more subtle, a bit more subdued, to let the Lo Hei be the star, and that's the grower's champagne.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay, awesome. So, should we wind it up?
We should wind it up. Look, last messages for me is that I really enjoy Chinese New Year. I think if my wife and her family are all Chinese, and to see them celebrate and come together and have such an important and significant event is something meaningful. And I always think that my kids are always going to remember this time. It's not just about the red pocket, although that's what really they enjoy.
Yeah.
But that time together, eating sea cucumber and grimacing together all as one kind of binds us all together. Yeah. So I hope everyone at home has a great Chinese New Year celebration.
Yeah, likewise. Yeah. Again, what I said at the start, it's all about family in the end, because everything can go past. Money's one thing, but the family will always kind of be that kind of steel thread that connects us together. So the food, everything, I think just good to kind of reflect on the past, but also look forward to the future as well in the year ahead. So Happy New Year, Gong Hei Fa Choi, to the Year of the Dragon.
That's right. And so hope everyone enjoys that. As we wind up here, we say drink more, try more, learn more. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks, everyone.
See ya.